Hello pilots and ground crew, welcome back to my channel again. Well, got myself the Runcam 5 and we'll answer the question a lot of new pilots may want to know: is it a GoPro killer? Well, in my opinion, and I'm not the only one, just ask JB, yes it is. Unless you're lucky enough to have the, what's it called, the GoPro Hero 5, right? Which is still the best, but they don't make them anymore. GoPro do not make them anymore, but it's definitely better than the GoPro Hero 7, which is out now. But the Hero 5, you can still pick them up on eBay or whatever, Amazon, right, refurbished and stuff. But yeah, is this the best on the market at the moment? Yes it is. Right, now you've probably seen loads of videos and reviews about this, so I want to do it slightly different. There will be a quick flight, right, at the end, right, with my settings on the camera, right. If you want to see one with loads of different settings on, go watch the Bruce Simpson, right, RC Model Reviews review of the Runcam 5, right, because he does all the different settings and shows the different flights. But what I've done is I've set up the best settings for me, what I like, which at the end of the flight I'll put a couple of photographs up, right, of my settings, just in case you think they're good and you want to copy them, right, not difficult. But in this video, right, I don't want to do a bog standard review of this because there's been plenty out already, right. Joshua Bardwell's done one, like I said, Bruce, there's been a few out, right, as you'll know. But what I want to do is tell you a few things that seems to have been skipped over. For starters, right, very important, your SD card that you've got in these, right, and Runcam says this, right, must be running, right, on the file format must be FAT32, right, must be running on FAT32 format. Now there's going to be a lot of people who's got SD cards that aren't running on that, right. Now yes, you can still use them, but it could lead to glitches. Now Runcam say this, it could lead to glitches and you have to reset your camera and stuff like that, so you need FAT32 on your SD card, right. Now you can put it on yourself, right, but what I'm going to do is publish another video, put out another video tomorrow showing you how to put FAT32 software settings onto your firmware, onto your SD card for this camera, right. Well, for any camera, it's the best actual firmware on an SD card you can use for any camera. But if I do it in this video will stretch out way too long, so I'm going to do another video tomorrow, right, showing you how to get FAT32 software onto your SD card. It's not that difficult, you just have to download a couple of things. But that's for tomorrow. But that's something you must have. Now you also want to update your firmware. Alright, go onto the Runcam website, find the camera, scroll down to the information, and you'll see where you can click on it and download the new firmware. They're telling you to do that as well, right. That is very simple. All you do is take your SD card out of here, right, pop it in your computer, drag over the new firmware, put your SD card back into your Runcam 5, turn it on, right. Blue light will start flashing, right, and after a couple of minutes blue light stops flashing, green light comes on, and you're done. It really is that simple, right. So don't forget to do that as well. Something else I wanted to tell you, right, when you want to transfer your videos from your SD card to your computer, right, you can plug your USB port straight into your camera and straight into your computer. However, if you just do that, nothing will happen, right. In fact, your camera will simply start to charge, right. The red light will come on and it'll start charging, right. What you have to do, USB cable in, USB cable into your computer. When the red light comes on your camera, which is the charging, right, you press the power button once, which puts it, a green light comes on, which puts it into standby mode, and then you can download your files straight off rather than taking your SD card in and out, which is a bit tricky unless you've got long nails, because you've got a little box here which is awesome. You slide the little box across and your SD card is in there. Now I can't get out, I had to use a knife to actually get the thing in and get the thing out, right? It's quite buried in there, which is a good thing, right? Because once it's in, once you've done your firmware update, you'll probably never have to take it out unless you need to do another firmware update in the future. Right, also, right, you need to format your card. Now I have seen people, right, on YouTube, right, saying you press and hold this button here and then you hold it down for 10 seconds and you do this. No, don't mess about like that. Alright, if you don't know how you set this up, you do it through an app. Alright, I'll show you that in a second, real quick. Alright, but you do it in a Runcam app. In fact, while I remember, right, I'll just turn my tablet on now so that it's ready for what I want to show you. Yeah, you'll hear that ding in a minute. You can format your SD card the same way. Shut up. You can format your SD card the same way as you actually update the settings in the app. You don't have to take the card out, you don't have to be pressing buttons or anything. Alright, all you do is go into the Runcam app, right, go into the format setting, which I'll show you in a minute, and you simply, right, hold the camera in front of your screen, right, and it will format your card for you, which now that's turned on I can show you what I'm talking about. Right, I'm just opening the Runcam app. All you do is go into your Play Store, type in the word Runcam, right, and you'll find the app. Right, no problem. Oops, back, I've gone into the camera. Sorry, I'm not going to cut this out. It's live, it's exciting, you never know what's going to happen next. But there's your app part. So you'd open your app and you tap on, this is where you'd get to your settings, but we're not going to go on about that at the moment. What you need to do, how can I show you this? Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's three little dots in the top left corner, right? You need to press them, which I just did, and then at the bottom, hopefully you'll see that, it actually says format card, right? And you click on that and then you get this red box that comes up. Sorry, I'll just get rid of them. That's just, all this is information you're telling you what I'm basically telling you. Right, you get this red box that comes up, a barcode box, a QR code box, and you simply turn your camera on, right, by pressing the power button once and the green light will come up, right, and then you double press the power button and a blue light will come up, right, and then all you do is hold your camera in front of that red QR code, right, your camera will turn to a green light, it'll beep once and you know it's formatted, your card is then formatted. Then you can go do your firmware update, right, which I've just mentioned, but that's all you have to do to format your SD card. Right, let's just come out of that, because I'm not going to go through all this straight away because your other settings are there. This has been mentioned in millions of other videos. This is where you set up your camera, and once you've set up your camera and you're real happy with how it's set up and everything, then you simply try and do this. Up here it says apply, you'd simply click apply, then another QR code would come, if I get rid of the instructions again, another QR code would come up and you do the same as what we just said, but then that will change your settings. But it really is simple, right, so don't mess about pressing buttons and everything to format your card and all that sort of stuff, because you'll be there forever. And all you have to do is press them three little buttons at the top, right, three little dots, right, press them once, right, turn your camera on, double click your power button, light will go blue, hold it in front of the QR code and your card will be formatted. Okay, so I wanted to mention that as well because I haven't seen that mentioned. Right, I think that's just about it. Like I said, I didn't want to go into showing you I know I've gone through that quick because you would, if you're thinking about getting a Runcam 5, you would have seen videos already about this, right? And you would have seen the app that you go through, and you would have seen the settings, you would have seen all that. If not, just type in, if you've just come across this video and you've never heard of it, just type in Runcam 5 on your YouTube search engine and you'll find plenty of videos where it'll show you all about the app and everything, right? But I didn't want to go into that because there's plenty of videos. All I wanted to do was cover them three important things, right, which we'll just recap real fast. You need FAT32 on your actual SD card, which I'll do a video how to do that tomorrow. Right, yeah, also to get the information off your SD card, once it's plugged into your computer it will start charging, so you have to turn your actual Runcam on for the green light, then you can transfer your files. You'll get a pop-up box on your screen straight away. And that's what I've just showed you about formatting the SD card. Right, don't bother sliding that back, holding that pin down, doing this, doing that. No. Just them three little dots, click that, hold your camera in front of you. I'll use the tablet, but you can use a phone obviously. Right, and it will format your card for you. And the last but by no means least, make sure you update your firmware. Go to the Runcam app, right, find the camera, scroll down, it will say the firmware link. Right, if I remember, I'll leave a link to that right in the description. And all you have to do, follow the instructions, which is as simple as I've just said. You plug your SD card. That's a one time when you're going to take your card out of this, so do it first. Do it before you put the SD card in here, then do everything else. Right? Put your SD card in your computer, open it up, drag the firmware file into the SD card, done. Okay, but make sure you've done the FAT32 bit first. Right? Do that first, the video you'll see tomorrow. I couldn't stick it on the end of this because with all this waffling going on, the video would have taken another 20 minutes, half an hour or something like that. Alright, which you'll see tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Right, so that's all the waffling done. I've changed the settings. The stock settings aren't very good when it comes out of the box. Right, they're not brilliant, so I've changed my settings. Alright, so let's go for a flight, and well, I've already been for a flight to tell you the truth, but I'll show you the flight footage now. I've kept it just simple, right, just so you get a good look rather than flip-flopping all over the bloody place, right, so you can actually focus in on shadows and whatever. Okay, and then at the end of that video, right, it's only a short flight, like I say, it's just so you can see. If you like the settings, at the end I'll put up a couple of screenshots of the settings I chose. Now for the flight I left the Runcam logo on the bottom of the screen, right, you can turn that off, and I've already turned it off for my next flight. Okay, right, that's real simple to do. That's in the app as well. Like I say, you probably know more about the app than what I've even mentioned because you'd have seen videos about this. The important thing is them firmware bits and pieces and stuff I've already gone through. Okay then, let's get on to the flight. If you like the settings, copy the images at the end. Okay then, pilots and ground crew, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick review of the Runcam 5. You will be seeing plenty more flights out of it. Oh, I'll tell you one more thing as he leans over, just so you know. Right, if you're worried about getting a mount, I've seen certain people saying, oh, only this type of mount will work, or only that type of mount will work. Right, this thing is the same size as the GoPro Hero 5. Right, so just get one of them mounts, which I've got. It's the GoPro Hero 5. Right, and if you get it the right way, George, it actually fits in. Obviously it's a bit tight, you want it to be, but it fits in there nice and snug. Right, me being paranoid, I'll probably put an extra strap just going around it, you know what I mean, but it fits in there nice and snug. Right, you can get at your buttons still and everything. Right, you can even get at your SD card if you want to, but because of that sliding door, the SD card's locked in there pretty, wrong side anyway. Yeah, the SD card's locked in there pretty tight because there's a sliding door that's open and you slide it and it's shut. You're not going to get out in it. I'll tell you what, I was trying to keep this video short. There's something else I wanted to mention. Runcam are planning in the future, right, bringing out a replacement lens, the glass, right, just in case. However, right, unless you crash into concrete or steel or something, I think you're going to be pretty safe, right, because if I remember, I'll put a picture up, right, from the Runcam website. It's Gorilla Glass. It's very, very strong. It's very strong, right? And so I doubt very much you will break it, like I said, unless you crash into a brick wall or something or other, right? And I believe that's it. Like I said, it's the best on the market at the moment. And let's be honest, going in pounds, right? Go to the Runcam app. It's I've got this wrote down there. £77.61 pence, right? 77 quid 61p, right? At the Runcam app. Dearer in other places, cheaper in other places, alright, but shop around. Okay then, to the flight now and enjoy.